All right, welcome to Restore workout number 8. We're going to start our warm-up with some mobility. On your hands and knees, we're going to work on our thread the needle. This one's similar to elbow to sky. We're going to reach your hand up to the ceiling, and then you're going to thread all the way under. I want you to use your breath. So I like to inhale and exhale, or flip it, whichever feels best. Avoid moving through your hips. We're really focusing on that upper back mobility. Complete 5 per side of those, moving with your breath. When you're completed there, we're going to go into our bear plank. So on your hands and knees, remember we inhale into the ribs, relax the belly. Exhale, we zip up, draw the belly in and up, lifting the knees. Inhale, lower down, and start with 5 of those. All right, moving into our more dynamic warm-up, we're going to go onto our hands and knees for some bird dogs. Remember, we inhale into the ribs. Exhale, as you extend, you're drawing that belly in and up. Inhale, move back. So remember, intention before intensity. We're focusing on still moving at a pace where you feel like you can control it, not super fast. That would compromise the stability of your back. Once you're done those, we're going to move into glute bridges. For your glute bridges, though, we're adding a clamshell. So you're going to lift up into your bridge, and then you're going to open one leg, and you're going to complete 10 per side. If you have a band that you want to place at your knees, you can absolutely do that. With this, one leg doesn't move, the other leg is moving. Once you're done 10, you can stay up for all 10 of them and then switch sides or come down and reset at any point. Once you're done that, we have 5 inchworms. For our inchworms, you're going to start standing. Bend forward, touching your toes or the floor in front of you, and walk yourself out to plank. When you get to plank, I want you to inhale, exhale, do that core connect breath before pushing yourself back up to a standing. And we're going to do 5 of those, and then we'll do 2 rounds of that, and then get into our strength exercises. All right, our strength superset today is a front squat as our first exercise. So you're going to take your dumbbells and we're going to work on a front squat, which means we're going to bring the weights up to our shoulders, elbows up. This is going to help our core work quite a bit more. You're going to inhale and exhale through that full range of motion first. Then you can try the inhale down and exhale up breath strategy to see which one feels best. Keep those elbows up while you complete 10 front squats. When you're done your squats, we're going to move into a bridge with a march. So on our backs, bridging up. As you exhale, you're going to lift that one leg up into a march and switch sides. You want to try to keep your hips up. You can come down each repetition, or you can hold for a total of all the reps, whichever one feels best. You just want to make sure you feel your glutes working and your hamstrings not taking over. So you're going to complete 10 of those total, 5 per side. And again, 3 rounds of these 2 exercises. All right, our next superset is working on our split squat. So we want to step one leg back, having more weight on that front leg. You're going to lower down and up. Remember, we want to focus on that pelvis not moving and use your hips and glutes. So that front glute is where you should be feeling it. Once you've done 5, switch sides. If you want to make this more challenging, you can absolutely add dumbbells depending on how you feel. When you're completed that, we're going to go into mountain climbers. 2 options I want to go over really quick. If you want core, we're going to focus on slower movement. So whether that's elevated or on the floor, you're going to move slowly through a mountain climber. If, however, you want to work more pelvic floor impact, maybe your goal is to get back to running, you could move a little bit quicker, and you want to be on an incline for this one so that we're loading your pelvic floor a little bit without any pain, pressure, or pain symptoms. Once you've completed 3 rounds of these superset, we'll get going on the next section. All right, the next superset is our Romanian deadlifts. Remember, we're starting with the weight up top, and we're hinging those hips as we lower and then pulling ourselves back up using the glutes. Make sure, ladies, you're not over squeezing at the top. Think of your domes, that's where you end. So as you come up, we're staying nice and stacked. You're gonna complete 10 of those, then move into our side plank. So depending on where you're at, you might feel like you need to stay at your knees. Coming up into that side plank, remember we want a nice straight line. Inhale into the ribs, exhale, lengthen and grow while you're doing your plank for 30 seconds. Progression would be to start lifting that top leg, or maybe you feel like you're ready for side plank from your feet. Again, we don't want those hips to be touching the floor. Lift those hips up and hold for 30 seconds and on each side. We're doing 3 rounds of those, and then we'll complete our next set. All right, for our cool down, we're gonna make sure we do a little bit of quad stretching today. I want you to make sure that you're not arching your back. You can do this in standing or lying on your tummy or your side. You should feel that stretch in the front of your leg. When you've done about 30 seconds on each side, choose a hypopressive pose that you are enjoying or that you want to work on. 3 breaths, 1 apnea, 1 to 3 times. And then we're going to finish with our figure 4 wall stretch. So just a quick review for that one. You're going to place 1 foot on the wall or the bench, cross the leg over, but don't let your pelvis twist. And you're going to do 1 to 2 minutes on each side, focusing on relaxing the pelvic floor.